In the not-too-distant future, a doctor might launch tiny robots, no bigger than bacteria, down your throat, on a mission to seek out and destroy dangerous microorganisms.
We are simply witnessing, I think, the birth of a new science and discipline.
Welcome to the mind-blowing world of nanomedicine, a radical new weapon in the war against disease.
You know, it's not that far off to where you'll be able to have molecular machines inside you to clean your pipes, do things that otherwise would have been invasive. And it's driving the entire medical community, the scientific community, incredibly fast.
One of the biggest advances in medicine these days is something small, very small. This is the itsy-bitsy world of nano. The astonishing scale at which engineers are now working.
1 nanometer is about 80,000-fold smaller than the thickness of a hair.
DNA, your body's molecular blueprint, is 2 billionths of a meter in diameter, or 2 nanometers, the units we use to measure the building blocks of everything. The idea of nanotechnology began with the atomic age. In the 1950s, physicist Richard Feynman imagined a day when we might build things from the bottom up, atom by atom. By the 1980s, that idea was gaining real momentum. Eric Drexler was one of the first to propose how nanotechnology might work.
The vision that really got people excited at that time and launched the concept of nanotechnology was one of devices that are small enough that you can count the number of atoms in them. Devices like gears and bearings and shafts and so on, of the sort that you find in factories, that can perform actions like those you find in factories to build things.
Tiny factories, and inside, even tinier machines. It might have never happened without a major breakthrough. In 1981, physicists at IBM invented the world's first scanning tunneling microscope with an imaging probe just 1 atom in width. Now we could see materials down to their atomic level, and pretty soon, engineers were using this precision to build things, creating carbon nanotubes, super strong cylinders, barely 2 nanometers in diameter, and nanowires, threads of silicon, capable of quickly converting heat to electricity.
At a billionth of a meter, we're able to make things more complex, better, typically lighter, more durable than anything that's out there. Right now, the world doesn't realize probably that nanotechnology is proliferating every manufacturing segment in the world. So whether it's paints that just stay on longer and keep their color, whether it's your safer glass, whether it's your lighter materials in your car so you're increasing your gas mileage, whether it's the lubricants in there that make those last almost forever, it's coming incredibly fast.
Now, nano researchers are training their sights on new terrain, the human body. Not long ago, it seemed like pure science fiction when Hollywood dreamed up an incredible shrinking medical team.
4 men and a beautiful girl, off on a fantastic voyage, actually entering inside the human body, exploring an unknown universe, unknown dangers.
We've long known there are vast numbers of nano devices operating inside us, ones made by nature.
If you look inside cells, you find that they're full of nanoscale machinery. DNA works as an information molecule that programs ribosomes to manufacture proteins. So our cells and tissues are constructed by molecular machinery, and the difference between health and disease is a matter of how the molecules are organized ultimately.
But the body's natural machinery can come up short, and disease can take control. So why not treat the onset of disease as a malfunction, a repair job, one you can fix with man-made nanomachines? This approach could revolutionize the treatment of conditions like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and AIDS. It might even offer an alternative to chemotherapy, a treatment that floods the entire body by instead only striking the intended target.
Why kill the entire body to try and kill one tumor? And so the ability to literally, with molecular machines, be able to go in there, dive right to that area that needs to be fixed, fix literally a chromosome, go in and repair it, and then leave, or attach to it in a way that it fixes it.
Nanomedicines can deploy so-called smart drugs capable of targeting specific cells.
In many cases, a single cell that is a cancer cell is not distinguishable, even with a microscope, from a neighboring cell which might be healthy. Now, by having nanomedicines that can detect markers specific of the tumor cell, you can see what that tumor cell is and where it is located very precisely.
In the case of cancer cells, to identify them cleanly and then to destroy those specific cells. That would be a cure for cancer.
In the near term, surgeons on the hunt for cancerous tissue may use nanomeds for greater precision.
They can light on and they can be visualized by the surgeon so that he can see precisely where is the limit between the tumor tissue and the healthy tissue around, so that the resection can be very precise, not taking more tissue than necessary, but also detecting every little cancer cell that needs to be removed.
But practicing medicine at the nanoscale is not without obstacles, especially when the body's immune system reacts to a nanoparticle as an invader. White blood cells might try to fight off the nanomedicine before it ever gets to work on a tumor cell.
Because of the very small size of these devices and these components, we don't know in the long run what potential side effects they might have when utilized in the body.
Recently, researchers were able to trick the immune response, masking nanoparticles as natural proteins, in effect, signaling to the immune cells, friend, not foe. The result, at least in mice, was a successful delivery of tumor-shrinking drugs in the form of nanoparticles.
Putting the drugs where they actually need to go instead of taking it through the entire blood system, that's going to be a tremendous breakthrough.
We do have already FDA approved about 30 nanomedicines and 15 nano tools for detection and diagnosis. So it is already there, it is already in the clinics and is becoming a reality.
Imagine a future where you arrive to your doctor's office with a fever and a cough. But now, your physician can launch an army of molecular nanobots inside your system. The technology will be tuned to locate the chemical signatures of every bacteria or virus. You won't need cough drops or a course of antibiotics because the nanobots exterminate the infection. What was once just an idea, a dream of a fantastic voyage inside the body, is on the brink of commercial use. To the experts, the possibilities for nano are enormous.
It's truly a game changer, and to that extent, anything that's manufactured will be manufactured better with nanotechnology. There's no getting around it.
That kind of technology can intervene at the nanoscale. That's just enormously powerful.